Three, two, one.
Ricky Tyler.
What's up, man? You nice?
What's poppin', my kid?
I'm easy.
I'm straight, dog. I'm straight, dog. Man, shout out for pulling through.
Thank you for having me, my nigga.
You know, we had to get the aesthetic right.
Yeah,
because we're talking to Mr. Coming to America, you know, so we had to get everything popping real nice for you, dog.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming, dog.
No
How
doubt.
you feeling, pa?
Man, taking it all in, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot's been happening, and yeah, we've just been trying to make sure that we're taking things as they come, actually, and handling them as they come.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, bro, like, a lot has happened for you in a very short space of time, right? And leading up to this interview, I've been having like Ricky days. You know, I'm bumping some Ricky. You know, I'm having Tyler days. I know who you are, and I think I know your sound. I think we're gonna dabble into that. But for people who don't know you, bro, like, who is Ricky Tyler?
Man, you know, Ricky Tyler is a whole bunch of things.
Come on.
You know, when I really think about myself, just growing up, you know, I used to love sports. I used to love dancing. I used to love acting.
Crazy.
I used to love, you know, I'm somebody who really likes to try a lot of things, you know. I'm somebody who likes to take a lot of risks in life, you know, and who's constantly on this journey of trying to unlock something new about myself, you know. So Ricky Tyler is definitely somebody who's on a journey to you know, just to see what I can do differently for the world, you know?
Sure.
And what is the extension of me that I can leave behind? So, like, I live through that spirit, you know?
Okay.
And then on top of all that, you know, I'm a family guy, you know, I'm a friend, I'm a guy who, you know, loves these good friendship, you know, makes a mean grilled chicken and fries, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just somebody who feels like you should just live your life the way you want to do it, you know what I mean? So it's something I've always believed in within me, you know, and that's who Ricky Tyler is, you know, to sum it up. Yeah.
Sure. That's powerful, my brother. You mentioned a couple things that you used to like sport, acting, but we know you for the music, bro. So let's take it back to the beginning with that, you know, with the music. Where did it start for you? Like everything, the whole thing, the love, the passion, where did it start? Where did it bite you, bro?
So I would say, you know, I had friends who were producers,
Okay.
who were rappers,
Yes.
who were trying to push that hustle,
Yes.
you know. While I was in high school, you know what I mean? And at the time, like, I was just trying to do acting. Like
Okay.
high school, something that, like, I was just trying to get through because I wanted to entertain, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I had friends who were also pushing that hustle, so...
Already in high school, you felt like it was something you had to get through. People feel that way in varsity. You felt like that in high school already.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let the story continue, yeah.
So yeah, you know, I would sit in their studio sessions,
Yes.
right? And I would just sit there and, like, I think I fell in love with the creative process of music, you know what I mean? Like it felt like a little calling at the time, you know, if that's a cliche thing to say, but like I was sitting there.
That's the case all the time.
You know, and I would just sit there and I would really, like, fall in love with that, like, how this came together and, like, how they're expressing themselves, you know?
Yes.
And in my mind, you know, I always felt like, I could, like, do something better here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no disrespect.
Of course.
You know, but I always felt like I could do something better. But I think the real reason why I wanted to get into music is because growing up, like, I was an insecure kid, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was an underachiever. Like, I never achieved as much as people did. A lot of things affected me, and, like, I needed to get that out, you know? Like I was a troubled kid, you know?
Okay.
You know, I had a dad who had abandoned me. You know, I had a mom who had to really struggle for us to make sure that we were good.
Shout out to the moms.
You know, I had a brother who was going through also a whole lot of shit, you know, so you know, like it was mainly to just express all my family issues, all my insecurities, all that shit, and music helped me to do that. So even just sitting in those sessions, like I felt like I had to like get this message out of me, like, so music helped me to build my self-confidence, you know what I mean? So it was a big part of that.
Okay.
And that's where the real, you know, where I made the decision where I might do this one day.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And then, you know, I got really deep into acting, into dancing, modeling, you know, which I mean, you know, like whenever you're ready to ask about that part, you know.
Yes, we'll get into that.
And then I had a big audition for a show called the Applause Rising Talent Showcase, which is a showcase in Orlando, Florida, in the States.
Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Wait, bro. So this greatness is not a new thing. Like this Ricky Tyler doing these trippy, amazing things. Like you don't expect that. It's not new in your life, bro, in your journey.
Amazing things started happening from like the age of 14 in my life, where like I started to realize I'm in control of my universe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So yes, let's continue on the competition.
I was pretty much the lady's Kim Myers, and she comes down to SA to bring entertainers from here to go and compete overseas, right? So I was one of the people they selected in terms of acting. But then I was asked to audition for each and every category, which was dancing, modeling, and singing. So I was like, with the singing part, I was like, man, I'm not ready for that shit, you know?
Ironically. Yeah.
And
whoa.
They really like, you know, they really like encouraged me to just try singing as just one of the categories. And so I started singing at the agency where I was taking classes.
Yes.
And they were really enjoying the way I was doing it, you know, like they were enjoying my voice. And
this is in the States?
No. This is when we were doing training.
Training, okay. Yes.
Before that, you know what I mean?
Before that, okay.
So I received a lot of, it took a lot of compliments for me to build that confidence. I'll be honest with you, like I needed enough to be like, okay, let me take this on as a category, you know? Yeah, so, you know, I would just go, I kept working on that, and then I realized how much I'm enjoying this, you know? I enjoy singing my heart out, you know? I enjoy writing lyrics. Like now I'm starting to like find new things within myself because I decided to access something within me that I didn't tap into, you know? But it was there, I just didn't want to tap into it yet because I didn't think I was good enough.
I feel you.
You know?
People are like that sometimes.
But it was always something that was in me, you know?
Yes.
So I had a different story to tell, you know? Like, I feel like every artist has a different story to tell. There's no bad artist.
Yes.
Just they need to figure out how to tell their stories, right?
For sure,
you know?
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I had my story to tell, so yeah. That, I think that was the point where I decided, like, yeah, this is definitely something
You're gonna do?
I'm gonna try and pursue one day, yeah.
Okay. In terms of, that's amazing, first of all.
Thank you.
But in terms of your sonic, your sound, the choice of how you deliver it, because you said you were around a bunch of rappers, right, and producers. Was that a choice? How did that come about? Because it's very different, very unique, as I believe every original artist should be. You know, that's how you stand the test of time. So dab for that, but was it a choice, bro?
So I think, you know, a lot of my friends, like all of my friends actually who were doing that hustle at the time, did hip hop. But I think a lot of me and the sounds that I'm interested in and the way I approach music is definitely from my family.
Okay.
You know, my brother listened to a lot of underground, you know. My brother loved Immortal Technique. My brother loved Jeremiah Tricks, you know what I mean?
Gosh.
Like, my mother loved Lauryn Hill.
Your mother's amazing.
My mother loved Beyonce. My mother took me to go watch Seal. My mother took me to go watch
mother is
Casey
amazing.
and JoJo. You know?
Oh my goodness.
So like,
dog, you saw Seal and Casey and JoJo?
Yeah. Matter of fact, like Seal looks like my dad. You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
He's like I used to like I would watch Seal and I'd be like, yo, it reminds me so much of my father. You know? So yeah, like you know, like my family was we're musical in that sense. Like we listened, we shared a lot of those moments. Like I loved old school. You know, my brother introduced me to Notorious. You know, to Pac, to Eminem. You know, I used to bump D12 back to back. You know what I mean? And then then Drake got involved, and then Lil Wayne got involved, and but like. There was always music around me, you know what I'm growing up, you know? My brother used to be a slight bit corrupt when he was young.
Yeah!
and he had a car called the Black Cat, which had some like big ass speakers in there.
Okay.
And he would pick me up from school with his sound bumping when he rocked up to school, you know?
I'm telling you.
And yeah, we just drive away and like some Snoop Dogg would be on, like, you know, some smoky windows.
How are you insecure, though? You were the cool kid, bro.
I mean, I think it was me underachieving.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like not doing that well in school. You know, I failed the grade in school. I just felt like I was underachieving. You know, like I would be on the soccer team, but I never really elevated as much as the other soccer players did. Like I felt like I was growing up, but I wasn't like doing as good as everybody else.
I dig.
So it's a thing I had to sit and actually think about. You know, I was like, yo, I feel like I might not achieve something great in life. You know.
I feel you.
And then when I found that thing, dog, I held on to that.
Good.
And I think that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Right now, you know what I mean, too.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, you were still telling me about how that sound, you didn't get trapped in hip hop, and how that was it a choice?
No.
Your family was.
I was introduced to so much beautiful music, man. Like my mom. I'm a big fan of Josh Groban. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Cafe Del Mar. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big fan of so many different types of music. I'm a big fan of house. Of deep house, you know. I made a lot of cool friends in life who introduced me to different, you know, one of my friends, JC, was a dope-ass DJ, you know what I mean? So like he plays me all the dopest deep house songs. So I'm in love with just good music in general, you know?
I like that.
So whenever I hear something dope in production, I'm gonna jump on that, you know? Just like vice versa, like I feel like even for you, you know what I mean? You're gonna jump
100%.
on whatever feels good to you,
100%.
you know? So I've just followed like what feels good to me, like and also what reminds me about home. You know? So I always pick my sounds based off of like reminds me of home. Like I love old school, so you always pick up on that in my music. Like you feel like you're going, it's nostalgic. You feel like you're going back in the times, like you're reminiscing.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And that's me. Like I feel like I'm always. Music is like a reflection of my childhood. I feel like, you know, like I'm like a child again when I get on my music, you know?
Yes, sir. So you said amazing shit started happening in your life from the age of 14. You know, run us through it, dog, you know? Take us through some of those events. Take us through the top 5 leading up to where you at right now. Yeah, from 14. Yeah.
So, you know, when I was 14, you know, I had a friend, Caleb, who was very much into dancing, and like I was, you know, captivated by that. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed dancing from there. Like, you know, he would always dance, and I would always ask him to teach me things, and I've managed to get better. And so I realized I'm somebody who takes something from people, and then I find a way to get better at it. You know?
Dog, that's a talent. No, that's a talent, bro.
So I ended up dancing in school, in primary school, for like Stedfords and stuff, or parents' evenings, you know. And then I got into a dance crew called 1-2-Step, you know, and we, you know, we did Masters of Rhythm. We did. I was definitely that kid. Like nobody knew. I was just there trying to do my thing. You know what I mean? Like
doing your thing though, bro.
Yeah.
Because you were there, dancing actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We battled Freeze Frame. We battled Sowetos Finest. Like we're doing those things. Like sometimes I think to myself, damn nigga, like you really did all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah.
But that was one of my first achievements. Like I managed to get into a dance crew that like was trying to hustle to get to be one of the best, but we never got there.
That was a real contender.
You know what I mean? We never got there.
Okay.
We never won the competitions.
Okay.
All those things. So that's something I wanted. You know, like you know, I wanted to win these things.
No one ever speaks about that side. You know? Like, you don't get there. But yeah, okay. But that was an amazing thing that happened.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
go.
one.
4
Number
more.
2.
Yeah.
Number 2, I got into acting, and I really fell in love with acting. Now with acting, you know, I would always have friends at my house, and it's funny how I got into that because like it's like with me, like somebody had to just say one compliment, like somebody had to just trigger something in me, and then I'll take that very seriously. You know, so I would always play these funny little roles at my house, like with my friends, you know, making jokes and shit. And then, you know, one of my friends, Jethro, was just like, yo, bro, like, you dope, like you should try acting. And I took that seriously.
Yes.
You know, I just happened to just take that seriously. And then I just spoke to my mom, like, yo, can you help me get into some acting lessons, you know?
Yes.
And I think my mom is literally my biggest hero, man, because like she supported everything I did, you know what I mean? She really was like, it's fine. Let me get you into acting lessons, you know? I think she saw I wasn't doing so well in school, so she was just trying to figure out what can this boy do, man?
But shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
So when I think about it, you know, if I see it through her eyes, she was just like, I need this boy to make sure, like, I don't want him to feel like he can't achieve things, you know? So what it is that he feels like he can achieve, let me let him, you know? So she allowed me to, you know? So yeah, I got into acting classes. I ended up doing a big show called Faulty Towers.
Okay.
Played the bartender.
Where was this, like, big fault?
This was at a theater in PTA.
Crazy. So you were in theater, you've done theater?
Done theater as well.
Oh my goodness.
Damn,
bro.
I think when it comes to, that's the second thing. When it comes to, did I even finish up that story right? Yeah, I'll leave it there for now. When it comes to soccer, I played for Easton's.
Yo, that was
played
huge.
For, you know.
Is it still huge? Is it still huge?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been like really checking out.
Yeah, of course.
But like we used to play like teams like Sundowns, man. We used to play like the young leagues.
Yeah.
We played the actual young leagues, you know.
My boys used to play in Easton's. I remember.
Yeah, man. So like soccer was also something I really wanted to achieve at a young age. But like, it was like I was in the B team, and then I made it to the A team,
Dope.
and then I failed. Like I didn't keep up. So I'm beginning to realize like these things, these patterns that have been affecting me in my life that I had to break, you know. And it comes with you into your adulthood, you know what I mean? It comes with you into your teenagehood, like how you perform, you know.
Yes.
Fourth, I won the high fashion runway category in Orlando, Florida. When they flew me that side for the Applause Rising Talent Showcase. And I got the opportunity to do New York City Fashion Week for 3 designers.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you saying? What are you saying? New York Fashion Week. What?
Yeah. So I was 18 at the time when that was achieved. You know
No,
what I mean? And I was there by myself. It's like.
And you an
about 6 months.
underachiever.
That's the thing. That's why I wanted to break that so bad. And like these things were happening, but like I didn't take that in. Like I was like, nah, I need to keep going. I need to keep like I feel
can
like
actually relate, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was an anxiety that was catching up with me. Like I can't fail. Like what am I gonna be good at in life? You know? Like if I'm not achieving in school, is this all that I amount to? You know what I mean? So it's been an anxiety that was just like it's like the shadow of a dog, you know? If it bites you, the shadow of a dog cannot bite you, you know what I mean? It's just the shadow that's there, you know? So it was just following me, and I just wanted to break that, you know? And
But that's crazy. Okay, 4. 4, that was...
4.
Yeah,
number 5, Def Jam.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. Yeah, don't explain. You'll explain later. You'll explain later.
So, yeah.
I want to touch on the anxiety, you know, that you spoke about and how you overcame it, you know. My question is, how did you do it, you know? And I'm asking this, looking for the type of answer, bro, that I can take home, you know, that I can actually use. Like, if I'm going through this thing right now, practical, bro, like, where did you start dealing with this thing? And how did you know take it step by step, overcoming it, you know? Because these are real things, bro. And you're at Def Jam now. So how'd you do it, bro?
I think with me, like, I go into things not really knowing where it's gonna go.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And the first step was just to do it. So I had to just find it somewhere in me to just go sing, go rap, Just try it. Just try it. Just try it and see where you go. So it's. I had to get myself uncomfortable, bro. You know, because I felt like I needed to.
Sure.
If I didn't do that, like what? You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. Like I found it somewhere in me to try things. You know what I mean? To try more. You know.
Yes.
And to be brave. You know. Because I think the anxiety trip was from. If I don't do something about my life right now, like, where am I gonna end up? You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I'm not as good as these people in high school. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not as good as these, you know, what the conformity is in high, you know, what the norm is. Like, you know, I'm not doing as good as these people in high school. So, who the fuck am I gonna be, bro?
For sure.
So that fear of that drove me to try those things. So I got over the anxiety. Sometimes it still comes every now and then, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But like I got over it by trying things.
Okay.
By participating more so that I could see where I could take myself. So you have to get into uncomfortable positions, bro. You need to take risks.
Yes.
Because with risk there's reward, right?
Yes.
If you believe,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro.
And people just don't take enough risks, you know what I mean? Like we took a lot of risks, you know? So I took a lot of risks and it built that bravery. You know what I mean? So it slowly builds that bravery, you know, like, and also failure builds that bravery.
Yes.
If you fail and then you realize like, okay, am I gonna go back or am I gonna just say, I'm done with that, you know?
Yeah.
It's just that decision, so you decide.
Yeah, you gotta decide, just
Life's
decide.
about deciding, yeah. You know,
just decide, you know, that's a real thing, yeah.
So I just decided to go back, you know, because I felt like there's something I can do differently.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And that had to come out of my system, man, like, you know what I mean? So it was me just like making choices every time, like, you know, there's always anxiety in somebody, there's always fear, there's always that, but like, you know, you realize that fear is the only thing, bro, that is stopping you from something amazing.
Sure.
You know, it's just the only borderline, bro. Is fear, dog. You know, and if you learn to conquer it, like you can't, you know, I don't, you know, I don't think it's just something you can conquer overnight, but like you learn to conquer your fear every time, you know, before you go on stage, before you get into an interview, before you know, I was conquering my fear on the way here.
That's crazy.
I was like, I hope, like, cool. I was chatting with my manager. He's like, you ready? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to get myself in a mentality where I can really express myself the way I want to express myself, because fear might stop me from opening up the way I want to open up, or thinking about overthinking things too much. You know?
Been through it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And really, like, you know, like, I'd rather just give you who I am, you know what I mean? Like, like, that's me, you know? Like, it's my story. So what am I scared about my story for, you know? Like, I'm not gonna try to tell you a story that's not mine, you know? So I'm conquering that fear of telling my story.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
So,
how are you dealing with the...
it's everyday thing, you know?
The conversation. You see, now you're telling your story, it opens up a conversation. What's been the reception? You know, the overall reception, and how do you deal with like the negative parts of the conversation, you know?
The negative parts of the conversation?
Yeah, but what's been the overall conversation?
Like right now?
Yes, right now.
I'm having an amazing time, bro.
Amazing, dope, bro.
Like it feels therapeutic, actually, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Like, I'll be honest, like I've never actually opened up like this. Like I've been growing to open up like this because like I just want to like go win.
Yes.
But I never want to tell people all of my stories. So I never think about all the things that I've been doing in my life. But I don't give enough of myself. So I'm making it a thing now, a point now where I'm giving everyone that I run into enough of me, you know, where they can maybe take a piece of me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, because there's a lot I've been going through, but I never share enough, you know?
Yes.
So now I'm learning on sharing enough. So that's a fear I'm conquering, like to just expose who it is I really am, you know? Yes,
that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And how do you deal with the negative conversation, bro? If you have any. Do you have haters?
Oh, no bad. Negative?
Yeah.
How I deal with the negatives is, there were times when the negative things I mean, the negative parts of this conversation, or just
No, I mean like
negative in general.
the conversation around
Yeah.
Ricky Tyler right now.
Yeah.
You know, how do
Okay.
you deal with the negative parts of it? Are there negative
Oh
parts
no,
of
no,
that
no, no, no.
conversation?
Like the way I deal with it is like, you know, I'm reading this book now, and it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Great book.
Right? And it, and what I'm learning is that you need to fall in love with like the negative parts about yourself and like all the mistakes you've made, like because that's what made you better. You know what I mean? Like that's what you learn from. You know what I mean? That's what made you better. So that's fine. You know what I mean? Like everything negative that I brought up about myself, I'm happy that I'm able to express that freely. You know, and confidently, because I know that that's what made me Ricky Tyler. That's what made me strong. That's what made me confident. That's what breeded the beast in me. You know what I mean? Like I had to make all these mistakes. So thank God for negatives, man.
Sure, thank God for that. God is a part of the negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. From this conversation, bro, I can tell that you're sort of spiritual. I don't know if you're spiritual or conscientious. You know, like you're aware. You know, where do you get that from? Is it books? Is it spirituality? Where does it come from?
I think, you know, my mom was very spiritual.
Okay.
You know, my mom always tried to raise me as a church person. You know, like my mom made sure like I was baptized. My mom made sure that I did confirmation, Sunday school. So God has been somebody who's, well, and you know, an essence or a big part of my life growing up. And the more I grow up, I realize how much I actually need that. You know what I mean? So that I can just find my center.
Yes.
You know, because it's a tough industry. First of all, the world is tough. You know.
100%. And
I also realized that like I'm just somebody who, if I can tell it in a way, like I've received a lot of omens in my life.
Okay.
You know?
Take heed of the omens.
Yeah.
Alchemist.
Yeah. I've also read The Alchemist.
Yeah.
I've received a lot of omens in my life where like a lot of like, it's like, you know, messages have been sent to me for me to better my circumstance, you know? Whenever I needed an answer, and I realized it's a higher power that's definitely working, because there's things that I didn't understand that were happening in my life, and I was like, there's definitely something that's working. You know, whenever I need a message, it comes in my most dire times, you know? Even when I was in the States, man, like got approached at a subway, you know, by a priest or
Okay.
some, and you know, he chatted to me like, yo, there's like a message I need to communicate with you if you're ready to hear it. And he told me a very special thing which I won't disclose, like, because it was meant for me.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And then also my sister is like a spiritual healer, you know. Sister, what you would call it, Sangoma. You know, and you know, like I also saw her go through things in life, like spiritual battles, you know, in life. So growing up, like I went, you know, I faced a lot of things that I didn't really understand. Going to churches where I thought there's definitely something higher that's working, you know. So I definitely work with something. I work with a higher energy. I follow a certain instinct, and it's given me that bravery to like go out into the world and be alone, you know. I was in the States by myself at 17, 18, you know.
You went gunman?
One man, you know.
You went gunman?
Gunman. You know, I was there by myself.
Crazy.
You know? But I just felt like I was protected, you know, like, so I do believe in spirit, I do believe in God. Just because of like growing up, I saw things that I didn't fully understand, but like I felt like, there's something else that's operating here, man.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what I mean?
something here, man.
I saw my sister go through things that hey, bro. You know, I didn't fully understand, you know, spiritual battles, bro.
For sure, for sure.
So I really go through certain things, and And I was like, there's no ways that is just the mind that's playing tricks on you, dog. Like, that's something else, man.
100%.
So yeah, I'm spiritual, man.
Okay.
Definitely spiritual.
That's beautiful, dog. I'm spiritual. A lot of people are. Everybody's waking up to it right now. Let's talk about where you at right now, bro. You know, let's talk about the Def Jam deal, you know? Take us through it, bro. We don't know how these things work, bro. You know, signing deals like that, you know? That's major. First of all, congratulations, dog. You know?
Thank you.
From an energy standpoint, I can tell how you got it, you know? Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But like, take us through it. How did it happen? How did it happen? How did you feel? You know? Yeah.
All right, so, you know, with the Def Jam deal, so what happened is from initially, right, I'm with a team called Playground Productions.
Okay.
Right? It's Glow, that's Kyle, that's Jerry.
For sure.
And what happened is we're an independent label.
3-man team.
Yeah. 4-man team.
Oh, yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we signed under Universal. We signed that label under Universal.
Dope.
So automatically I'm signed to Universal.
For sure.
And then we dropped the album,
Yes.
right? And then we got a phone call from VG.
Okay.
I'm telling you the whole process.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. Yes, we want to hear the process.
Yeah, we got the phone call from DJ VG.
Yeah.
Shout out to VG.
Shout out to VG. Plug.
And he's like, yo, Def Jam's interested in taking Ricky. I sent them his music. His music. They love it, you know. And then Kyle hits me up and he's like, yo, bro, there's this conversation. You know, like, Def Jam wanna take you from Universal to Def Jam, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And then I'm sitting there like, what do you mean, bro? Def Jam, nigga?
Def Jam, bro.
And they're like, yeah, well, they're introducing Def Jam Africa to Africa.
Yeah.
And they're looking for artists to represent Africa on a global scale, you know, on an international level. And you're the artist they want. You're one of the artists they want to take from ground up, you know, pretty much, you know. Because if you look at the roster, it's a lot of established artists, you know what I mean. So I was like, damn, bro, they want to take me. They're like, yeah.
Sure.
Like they believe in your music, you know. And then, like a week later, I think we made the decision, like, okay, cool. We're gonna do it. And I was scared, you know. I was like, damn, bro, like, am I ready for this, you know? Am I even ready for this? Have I done what all these artists have done yet? Like, I feel like maybe I haven't put out enough yet, you know? But it happened,
It's crazy.
bro. You know
One
what I mean?
project.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It happened, you know, and I fell asleep that night, woke up in Def Jam, bro. Woke up with my phone going crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
woke up with my
nuts,
phone
bro.
going crazy and yeah, I fell asleep and woke up in Def Jam, nigga.
Thank you, pa. That's congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
flipping dope. My nigga slept and woke up in Def Jam. Yes, sir. How's it been, dog? Honestly, how's the transition been? Working on a South African scale, pushing it, trying to take it Africa, you know? Yeah, well, have the conversations been different? Yeah, how's it been? Like, just if you can say anything.
I mean, like, Def Jam holds a lot of weight, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, the
of
name
course.
does definitely hold a lot of weight. What the conversations have really been is like, how's this kid doing it? You know what I mean? With not being that established, you know what I mean? Like, with not being that known. But that's the thing I like the most, is that I'm proving the sort of point where, like, you can make it with making good music. So I don't care about having to be followed too much or having this high following. That I'm achieving the same things that my idols are achieving
Bro,
with good music.
Bro.
I'm focusing on the product. I'm focusing on the music, you know what I mean? And now I'm inspiring kids. I'm getting messages from kids who are like, yo, so you can't actually achieve these things without like a big following. Or you can't actually achieve these things without this or that. Like, so actually I must just focus on the music.
For
you
sure.
know? And that's what it's always been. We've been achieving things just through music.
Yes.
Literally, and people always keep asking me who did you know? And I'm like, bro, my music has literally been making an impact. I don't know how, but it's doing that.
Look, I'll give you the music. I'll give you the music, but I think the whole product makes sense, you know, as a whole. When I look at you, bro, like, even just checking your stuff out, bro, like, everything is flawless. Like, from the sound to the visuals, you know? Like your visual game, it's so different, it's conceptual. You can tell that you didn't have to spend 50K to pull off a video that touches somebody.
Thanks.
Has that always been your state of mind in how you approach things?
To be quite honest with you, like, yeah, you know, this is why a team is so important, bro. To unlock that kind of vision, you know what I mean? And like, big shout out to my team, Playground Productions.
For sure.
Who really believed in me and what I was trying to do. Kyle Brown, man. Kyle Brown is the magic behind my visuals. Like, this nigga decided to take a whole year off to study photography and film.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Master classes. He was on it. Because why? Because we needed to save money, bro. You know? So...
Now, this is the process. This is the process.
Yeah.
Break it down,
Yeah. So it was, our whole thing was we needed to save money, and hiring things and trying to get these budgets from like brands and stuff is just too much of a mission and it's wasting time. So Kyle literally sold his motorbike and bought a camera. Sony A7S.
Crazy.
Right? So that, and learned about everything about that camera so that he could shoot for us. Because we believed in this vision so much.
Crazy.
And you know, like he learned everything that it is to shoot, and then he found his own style. And then he realized, like, through our conversations and through the type of music I make and how it feels, you know, you grow and we get to know each other on the vision that we're trying to put forth, you know? And he knows I love old school things that feel old school. So he always just try to shoot things that look old school. When it comes to our photography, it looks old school. When it comes to the things we wear, it looks old school.
Yeah.
So he knows that's my thing, you know, like that's a piece of me, you know?
Yes.
So he always finds a way to capture that. So even when we shot 30Ks and when we shot every Deja Vu, like it always feels like you still, you know, like, why does this feel like back in the days? Like it feels like an old school thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he managed to find that vision in me, so he knows me better than anyone.
Incredible.
In terms of the type of, you know, the type of image I want to put out there, you know what I mean? I want to portray
For sure.
You know, myself.
For sure.
But like I said, it's important to have a team. And it was purely to save money, bro. We went to go learn things on our own so that we could save money. So we became a lot more in-house. So when labels approach us now, it's like, what can you do for us that we can't do for ourselves already?
100%.
You know?
100%.
Because we have a team, bro.
100%.
So we coming through ready.
The machine keeps moving.
You guys don't need to handle nothing.
The machine
You just
keeps
let
moving.
us know what you can do for us that we can't do for ourselves.
Yes, sir.
And that's the power of a team. And don't be stingy, man.
Yeah.
You'll get further, you know.
Don't be stingy, you'll get further. That's a major key, my G. So, bro, I saw that you achieved something crazy. Two things. First, let's start with the one that I'm jealous about. Because, well, let me not be jealous. Let me take that back. World, I take that back. This nigga deserved that. Tiny Desk. Wow, which artist ain't trying to be on Tiny Dog?
Man.
How was that, dog?
Man.
I'm probably like the most privileged person because I get to ask you first.
Yeah,
How
that's
was
the
that,
first interview
bro?
about,
Yeah,
Damn,
bro.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, again, like, slept and woke up and we're doing Tiny Desks.
That's incredible,
But,
bro.
so what happened is obviously, like, you know, we got the call about the Coming to America thing, you know?
Bro.
They want to use one of your songs.
So they called you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah.
And then it was Wednesday that night. I remember I was in the studio. I was just trying to work on some new stuff. And then, no, was I in the studio?
Yeah, where were you? Where were you, bro?
No, bro, I was at home, dog. I was at home. I'm just gonna let it out there. I was at home handling things at home because my mom passed away 3 weeks ago. Right.
So sorry to hear that, bro.
Nah, it's so good, man. So good. So I was at home, and it was like the most uplifting thing to hear, you know. So we just had done the funeral, and I was just sitting at home with the kids, my sister's kids. I was just sitting, and then Jerry phones me, and he's like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe this shit." And I was like, "What's up, bro?" He's like, "You're doing Tiny Desk in 2 days," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm sorry to swear, you know.
Yeah, you.
And I was like, "What do you mean, bro? Like, are they introducing a Tiny Desk Africa?" You know?
Bro.
But he's like, "No, it's NPR, Doug."
Yo.
And I was like,
The NPR.
"Damn." Anything is possible, you know. I was just like, "Damn." Like they want me to do Tiny Desks.
That's crazy.
So I just take it as it comes, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like, I didn't foresee that, you know. I just put the work in, I put the energy out there. Treated people the right way. And added up to, like, you know, things are gonna add up. So I added up to, like, the expectation, you know what I mean? I worked hard to get here, so.
For sure.
That energy is translating now, you know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
it's coming back, you know what I mean? It's coming back.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Finally.
So,
Does
yeah.
it feel like a finally for you?
Yeah.
Where you at right now?
Feels
It's
like
been
a
a long
finally,
journey.
and a lot of times I always feel like, am I ready for it? You know what I mean? But it's funny how it works. Is that like when it happens, like you are ready for it. You just, you know, like you question yourself, but like then you do it and you're like, oh damn, I was ready for it. You know? So I think I'm at a point where like a lot of big successes aren't scaring me now. You know, I feel like I deserve even more.
Let's go for it.
Because I'm at a point where I think I've gone through all the bullshit coming up, you know?
Yes.
And now I know what it is. I know how to work with people. I'm getting to know who I am in this place, you know, in my life, or in all these circles, and what I can offer. You know, you got to know what you can contribute. You got to know what you bring to the table.
For sure.
And when you have that understanding about yourself, bro, like then you know exactly what decisions to really make for you, and all that. You know, so yeah, bro, like.
Where are you taking this, bro? Like, having achieved so much, where are we going from here? What's the next 5 years looking like? Where are we going? Where's Ricky going?
So, you know, I used to think I had, and hopefully this doesn't sound too left field, like
For
it
sure.
needs to sound the way maybe you might want it to sound.
Yes.
But I realized that I had a vision, you know, I had this expectation for myself. I need to get here, I need to get here, I need to get there. But I'm not there yet. So all that's doing to me is making me frustrated. It's making me anxious. So then you start to ask yourself in life, like, does it make sense to have this vision the whole time when you can only do things now, bro? It doesn't, like, the future makes, like, I feel like it's negative to dwell on things you don't have yet. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you need to be fine with right now, and you can only move with right now, and like what you can unlock right now, like what decisions you make right now will unlock, you know what I mean? And then you build like that in life, like you need to just build. You never know where you're gonna find yourself, you know what I mean? Who knows, I might start farming one day, you know what I mean? But I can only move with life, man, like, because I had all these visions, but I haven't hit those visions yet, and all that's doing is bringing me frustration, it's bringing me unhappiness, but I don't want to be unhappy. So must I keep living and then what happens if maybe I even surpass that vision, do you know what I mean? So the trick is, for me, you need to be present, bro, in everything that you do, and you unlock as you move in life, and you'll be way happier because, like, you never know where you might find yourself. You never know what you might be into 5 years from now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to give you my end goal. I don't have an end goal right now. I just want to see where I'm going with my life, bro.
It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
That's beautiful.
Tired of like being frustrated every day because I'm not there yet. Doesn't make sense, bro. Like,
I've never heard anybody say that.
you know, life is not the way it should be every single day. I've lost friends, you know, God rest their souls, you know. And I realized like I don't want to keep having this vision for myself that I'm not there yet. I can only unlock now, you know. What I do now is gonna determine what doors gonna open there. So doors are opening as I move. I'm discovering myself, you know. I'm becoming something else, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh snap, okay, cool. Wait, I could collaborate with this. I could do that. Oh snap, I'm learning about that. Oh snap, okay, I might want to go study that now because I want to learn more about that. You know what I mean? Like, you unlock as you move, man. Like I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like it's dumb to think there's a plan, like study, go. Like, nah, bro, there's not even enough jobs in the damn world, bro. Like there's not enough of anything in this world, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta wait in a line, man.
Sure.
You know, so what are you doing for you? You know what I mean? You can only unlock now. Like, what are you doing right now, dog?
And that's how you've moved, you know? Throughout,
That's
right?
how I've been moving, man. Because I'm frustrated with being unhappy that I'm not where I want to. I don't like the question of where you gonna be 10 years from now.
Yes.
And it's like, dog, nigga, I might die tomorrow, bro.
Bro, I'm an artist, so
man,
I relate. I relate. I get it. You just want to dance with life.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I'm gonna do that confidently, you know what I mean? No matter what anybody says. Like, when I'm ready for a family, I'm ready for a family.
Yeah.
And I realized because I'm not getting to the goals yet. You know what I mean? I kept thinking how write these affirmations down, these manifestations down, but like, cool, I'm writing them down, but I'm not there yet. And all that's doing to me is literally making me unhappy, bro. So I want happiness, bro. So happiness is in the present, my nigga. Period.
That's a very different way of looking at life, and I get it, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your honesty, bro. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the vibes. Thank you for sharing your truth, dog. This is the type of show where we're not just trying to do something for the sake of doing something. Like, if somebody watches this, bro, it's like we're trying to do something in them. And I believe your honesty definitely will do. The truth always cuts through. That's my theory, you know? When we were off camera, you mentioned that we met before, you know?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, bro. When I saw your video the first time, I was like, I know this guy, you know? Where we meet, bro? Where we meet?
All right. So, there was a competition at his high school.
Okay.
And we were asked to be judges. You're one of the judges at this high school. I think it was somewhere in Kempton Park or like Boxburg or like somewhere that side.
The east side, man.
Yeah, East Rand, you know?
And we were judges.
And I was a part of the panel.
You were a part of it?
I was one of the judges, and I was like, you know, I rocked up there and I was like, oh damn, Big Star's here, dog. Like, oh damn, we're part of like a hard panel right now.
I remember, yeah.
You know? And
that was coming
yeah,
back.
we're judging, and like, you were the nice guy, you know? He was like, you did great, kid. You did great, kid.
I'm a nice guy, bro. I'm a nice
You know
guy.
what I'm saying?
For sure.
But no, we met there, and then I still remember this moment. Like, I was walking out.
Yeah.
Like, we were all taking pictures with these students and stuff, you know, these kids. And then we're walking out of the high school, and then as I walked out, you were rapping for these kids. Like you just doing busting a freestyle right there.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh my God, like
I'm
Big
that
Star,
guy.
like about that and like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I saw that moment with him, like he was just chilling in the parking lot there, just busting a freestyle. And then I was jumping in the car, and then I still, who was I with? Was I with Jay? Yeah, I think I was with Jay. Yeah. I was with Jay. And I was just like, yo, damn, yeah, you know, Big Star's about his music, man. Like,
I really am.
He does it like that.
And I'm about the people, bro. Nah, that's dope.
so.
At least you met me in a positive environment.
Hopefully he remembers, you know.
I was concerned, bro. I thought we met like...
It was a real thing.
Yeah, I do. No, it was a real thing. This happened. This happened 100%. Yeah, I thought we met when I was lit or something. I was like, nah, that would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is, he had no idea who I was. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel you.
but he was like, he was probably like, who's this nigga on the judging panel?
Oh, man, come on, that's not my mindset, bro. Come on, bro. I was really like, I wonder what this nigga does, you know? But shout out, bro. Shout out.
Yeah, no, but
Bro,
that's what it was.
thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for pulling through.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much for being honest, bro. You know, this show is really about breaking it down for people and like not lying, you know, too much. When you look at mainstream media, a lot of it is like programmed, you know? So we're not trying to fit it in. We're trying to hear your story and thank you for sharing it with us, you know?
No doubt.
I don't know, have you seen our episodes before?
Yeah, I have.
You know that when you leave, you know, you usually leave us with something, right?
Yeah.
A small piece or some. So you got some for us?
Like a young little,
Yeah, like a free performance. You got some?
I mean, I might have some.
Okay, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Tyler.
Sort of like a God face, word to your mother. Funny how you did it when we straight from the gutter. Cut me off like a barbershop and now you was running back knowing that you flopped. It's all good. Knowing that you flopped, I'm all good. But you need to stop cracking about all your exes or how your old man got some residence in Texas. I don't really care, you can see I'm barely flexing. I don't really care, you can see I'm barely stepping. Damn much time on the clock. Listen, I'll be at the city, know you wanna shop. Couple pictures, know you wanna crop. I mean, you could go famous with your pops. I'm guessing your papa love me like a prince on the block. Your papa love me like I'm always putting you on the top. I'm kind of skeptic on these women I get with. I'm not fit to love, I'm just lowering on my expenses. Until my records are selling like blue chip stocks. Refer you to consultants to keep you busy, I'll respond. Getting my overtime, yeah, I want the victory. Trying to live a life where I ain't got no credit history. Peace.